Boom. Okay, so we're back. All right, let me see before we get started. Let's see some of your comments and stuff. So how was everyone today, man? It's Saturday. It was beautiful, sunny like crazy. And apparently tomorrow is Easter as well. So I hope you guys got all your... Jesus Christ. All right, let's answer these questions. All right, so Baron has to go, so I'll catch you later. And then Aiden Williams is, yes, sir, what's happening? It's storming here in Cape... Oh, no. I'm telling you, man, like out here in L-Town, London, the sun has been shining all day. It's at 25 degrees out in here. Not now because it's nighttime, but it was sizzling hot today. Cape Town is storming. That's crazy. They've got Super London cars doing a puzzle for 5 to 6 hours. Jesus Christ. What a puzzle you doing, bro? Jeez, that's a marathon. That's longer than a marathon. Tag me as partner in the story and I'll share it. Oh, damn it. I've already shared it. Oh no! If you want, just take a screenshot of the stream and just post it in your story as well if you want, or just tag. Yeah, I've already done it, man. It's already gone. Okay, so tonight we're going all the way to a place called Switzerland, where I got to see one of the cars that I really want to see so bad that I hadn't seen before. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be a Pagani Huayra. And also a Pagani Huayra Roadster. At the end, we also get to see the guy himself, Mr. Pagani himself. But what car do you think he came in? Oh, it was friggin' amazing. But anyway, so let me see what else is here. Super London cars, 1,000-piece cheat. You did a 1,000-piece puzzle. Damn, bro. What is it? What kind of puzzle is this? That's crazy. It's a madness. Why would you do that, man? 1,000-piece puzzle. I don't think my flat is that big to cover all those puzzles anyway. All right. So let's play you guys the first clip. So this was when we were in Geneva. I forget the name of the hotel. It's one of the really grand hotels in Geneva facing the lake. It's where Rana was staying as well. So we're all just chilling out there. I think I was talking to Rana at the time. And out of the blue came this insane looking all carbon Pagani Huayra with a roof scoop. So let's play that tape right now. And then I'll take your questions and answers and stuff afterwards. So first things first, let's find this clip. I need to remember where I save all these things. Sometimes I forget. Okay, let's go to Geneva. Geneva. Oh, here we go. This thing is so beautiful, man. Just look at that carbon in the sunshine. Ooh, man.
Se acabó. Estamos aquí.
What a result. Oh my gosh. So like for me, like exposed carbon, especially in that color, it just looks so good in any light, but especially in sunshine as well. So as far as the specs go on this car, I think they look pretty insane. I even had like a closer look at the carbon weave. So I love how they've actually aligned all the weave together. So like where they're like what's the word? Think of it like this as an example. So when you have like two sides joined together, like two seams, they align perfectly, like these white things and black things on the clapper. So it's just a beautiful like work of art, man. From those seriously dope gold wheels to just everything. I once spoke to Mr. Pagani himself and asked him about the mirrors on the Huayra. I mean, I already knew that they were inspired by the eye of a woman, hopefully his wife. I asked him if it was his wife or some other woman, and he just smiled. He didn't say which woman it was, but I'm hoping it's his wife. If not, maybe some other mistress or something. He just, I don't know. But it's just that cheeky smile he gave me when I asked him that question. It was kind of interesting. So let me play you guys a quick little cinematics to show you a little bit of more of the beauty of the car and a little bit of the details as well. So let me play you guys that. And then we can do your questions and stuff. Hey, where you at, man, Geneva? Here we go. Where did I save it? Huayra. And oh my gosh, oh, here we go. Everything about the Pagani, doesn't matter if it's a Huayra or a Zonda, is literally a piece of artwork of the highest quality as well. So let me know what you guys think of the Huayra and the Zonda in general. I mean, last year we saw so many Paganis. I mean, the year started with the Huayras, and then like towards the end of the year, we got to see all the crazy Zondas and more Huayras as well. So it was the year of the Pagani last year. So let me know what you guys think of that. And Aiden Williams said, when I asked you guys earlier, what car do you think Mr. Pagani came in at the end of this video, and Aiden thinks he came in his own one-off Huayra. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. So let me know what you guys think as well, from your point of view and stuff. So as far as specs go, what did you think of that particular Huayra? Did you guys like it, or do you think, nah, I prefer something a little bit more exotic? Or maybe you don't like Huayras, maybe you prefer another brand of car, or maybe you prefer the Zonda over the Huayra. Actually, if I'm really honest, I actually do prefer the Zonda over the Huayra. The Huayra is beautiful, but the Zonda just like, it's the one for me. So just hanging around, chatting around this hotel with Rana and everyone else, and then it started raining like crazy. So we then left and I went to another hotel, and boy, that's when this thing turned up, and it was like, damn, I'd never seen one of these before. And it was so cool to see this for the first time, so that I can tick it off the list. So let me find it. Oh yeah. Of course, he has a very special intro as well. Here we go. So this is that Huayra Roadster I was telling you guys about earlier.
Oh, for real? What the heck, man? You're killing me here, man.
But this guy ruining my shots, man. Oh yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen like a Huayra Roadster before. I just think they look absolutely magnificent. So as you guys probably know, or maybe you don't know, they're like a total of I think 100 Huayras. That's because Pagani agreed 100 engines from Mercedes, because the Huayras use Mercedes engines. So that's why they're just 100 in the whole world, and each one is pretty much unique. And as an owner, you're allowed to spec it however you want to spec it. And everyone that I've seen is pretty dope and unique. So what do you guys think of the Huayra Roadster? Would you have that over a coupe, or what do you think? I don't know, because I kind of like the way the doors open on a Huayra. So on the coupe, the doors go up, but on the Roadster they don't. So that could be a bit of a problem. But the Huayra is they're just beautiful, especially the Roadster. So let me see if I missed anything here. Let me see. Any more questions, people? Like anything crazy that you may want to ask, feel free to ask. Let me see if there's anything else in here. What's happening? Is the sound okay? Is the sound like, hopefully it's not echoing and stuff. Let me know as well. Let me see. George just arrived. George literally arrived after the two video clips. You were late yesterday, you're late again today. What's going on, man? Aiden prefers the coupe over the Roadster. Yeah, that's yeah, I just think the coupe looks a lot more dramatic. But then the Huayra just looks cool with the roof down as well. But for the sheer drama and everything else, I'd probably go with the coupe as well, just for me, because I think they look pretty dope. So how would you spec yours? Would you go with an exposed carbon look, or would you go with something a little bit different? I don't know. So yeah, so sounds all good, said George. All right, let me play you another clip as well. So these were the only Huayras at this hotel, though. There were other Huayras as well. So I think one of them wasn't well. So I'll explain why in a bit, or you can see why in a bit. So let me play you that clip of this beautiful Huayra as well. Is that the right one? Nope, it's this one. I don't think that's the right one, man. Okay, here it is. Is that the right one? Let me just test. Yep, it is.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy was obviously trying to set some parameters, or like he's designed to this Huayra. Don't know what he was doing. It's that box in his hand. But look how beautiful that interior is. That literally is artwork with wheels. So that was a different colored Huayra. I think that was original. I think that was a Huayra Tempesta. Maybe I'm wrong, but if any of you guys know, let me know. I think that was a Huayra Tempesta, and it's probably the first Huayra I ever saw in my life as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, let me play you one last clip of the Huayra Roadster leaving and then Mr. Pagani arriving. And let's see if your guess was right. Aiden. So let's see that right now. Let's play that clip. Choose file. All right, here we go. Okay, everyone just running like crazy. And there he is, man. Horatio Pagani.
They have the whole clothing line with the...
That is so cool.
See, as you guys can see, he did not arrive in a Pagani. He came in this really crazy looking Japanese van. I can't remember what this was actually, what model the car was, but yeah, I don't know why he didn't arrive in his own Pagani. It's crazy.
Because if Horatio's arriving now, what are the chances?
So look what's out.
Yeah, 21 hours ago.
21 hours. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hayden said arriving in style. Oh man, it'd have been really cool to see him arrive, like, I don't know, in like in a Zonda Bacchetta. Oh, is it Bacchetta or Bacchetta? One of those. If he came one of that, that'd be so sick. But he came in that, man. I was a little bit disappointed. But I guess he had to carry a lot of stuff with him and all that stuff. But arriving in style, yeah, I guess, you could say that. Let me see what's going on. The comments are a little bit quiet today. What's going on, man? Everyone having a Saturday dinner. Okay, people, so those are the clips I want to play for you guys today. So let me know if you have any questions and stuff, or anything that you want me to talk about in the car world, and I'll be more than happy to basically carry on a conversation. or if you have any other things that you want to talk about, let me know. And okay, let me see what it said. Aiden said exactly. I guess we're talking about arriving in style. What car was that? The one that he came in? Does anyone know what that was? Yeah, I can't remember. I think someone told me, but I forgot. So yeah, excuse me. Let me see. Just checking out. I didn't miss any comments today. The comments are not as lit as they were yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, so people, let's talk about you guys then. So what you guys doing? What do you guys do today, or what are you doing tomorrow for Easter and stuff? Like staying at home, just eating, playing games. What are you guys doing to survive Corona Nation? Supercars, I don't know. What's the craziest car you've ever? I think the craziest car I've ever been in my life has to be the I'm gonna say that the Veneno. That is the craziest car that I've ever been in. That was probably about 3 years ago when it came to London, and basically HRO in London, or Lamborghini London said, "Do you want to ride?" I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" I thought they were joking. They opened the door. It's like, "Yeah, step in, man." So they gave me a ride around the block in the Veneno, and that happened twice as well. So that was pretty sick. That was probably the craziest ride ever in any car, I think. I've been in a Chiron as well. That was pretty wild. I've been in a Veyron with Tom Hartley's son, Carl Hartley. That was a pretty crazy experience because that's when I realized how powerful these Bugattis are. Because he just put his foot down and this thing just kept going, man. It didn't run out of gas. It just kept going and going and going. It was a crazy, like the power. You just knew this thing is a monster, and you felt it right here. It hit you hard, man. So that was pretty dope. I've been in an FXX. I can't say it. FXXK Evo. That's pretty mad from the sound point of view. It's absolutely mental. 599 XX as well. That was pretty sick. 812 super fast at Goodwood going up the hill. That was pretty dope as well. And also an 812 on track. I think was it Silverstone. That was Chris Froggett's one. That was pretty sick as well. Driven by Eddie Cheever. Okay, question time. So that question was asked by Supercars London. He said, what's the craziest car you've ever been in? I might have missed something. But those are pretty insane. Oh my gosh, we got 93 Sal in the house. What's good on, man? It's your first time here. See, whenever anyone comes for the first time, I have to ring a bell. So, so I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me know if you can hear this. I just played that. So 93 Sal, first time. What's happening, man? You good? And I got Ada Williams saying your lockdown extended to 2. Yeah. To be honest, man, this lockdown is not really that bad. I mean, like, compared to somewhere like, I don't know, in India, where you get whipped if they get found in the streets, or like, that you get power cuts and stuff. So there's a lot worse in the world. I mean, 2 weeks more ain't that bad. I mean, animals in the zoo, they stay there all their life. So that's a lot worse. And they can't even stream or do anything or go on TikTok or Instagram or anything. That must suck. So yeah, it's not that bad. 2 extra weeks and it'll be fine. Just stay safe though. And then George Danford said, it looked like a Toyota Alpha. It is, because that's what Charlie said to me. Charlie Dot Photography. Yeah, it's an Alfred for real. I'd forgotten, man. Thanks a lot, George, Mr. Danford. And Supercars London said, wow, yeah, I've been in quite a few cars, man. It's like, but I want to be in a 177. That is another car. That's a car I'd really, really want to be in. Because it's one of my, like, cars I want to see so freaking bad. So bad. Oh, by the way, I've been at Centenario as well. I'm just dropping names there. That was pretty cool. But I have to say, the Centenario is wild. I'm not going to deny that. Oh, yeah, I've also been in a Huayra. But the Centenario is wild, but I think the Veneno was crazier because it was just so bumpy, man. That thing was just like, it was like driving a tin can. It's so stiff, and you hear everything. And it was so cool. So, yeah. 93 Sal said, ha, not much going on, just very bored. I'm itching to see nice cars again. Yeah, man, you and everybody else, man. Seriously, like we will never take Sloane Street for granted ever again. I mean, I'm pretty sure as soon as like lockdown is lifted, we're gonna be filming everything from Toyota Priuses to I don't know, man, like a VW Lupo or Lupo, or can I'll film anything like to get a lockdown. That's how crazy. Even I'll film a Boris bike if I have to. But it's gonna make us appreciate like more of what we have here in London or wherever you are in the world. So yeah, but not long, people. We've been locked down more than we have to go. Does that make sense? Yeah, something like that. So it's not too bad. So Supercars London just said, damn man, that's quite a few super and hypercars for real. It's like, man, it's been like mental. Oh yeah, I've also been in a Senna and the P1 for real, and the LaFerrari as well. So the only car that I haven't been in the hypercar world out of the Holy Trinity is the 918. So I've not been in a 918. Damn it. So yeah, the LaFerrari, that was wild. Again, it's all about that sound, man. The sound is absolutely insane. The P1 is not really that noisy, but those turbos, man, you can definitely hear them like huffing and puffing. It's kind of cool. And yes, I've been in that. Let me see what else. So anything else, people? Any more questions for me? Let's see. I don't like missing out any questions, you see. That's why I'm just checking everything. Oh my gosh, it's 9 o'clock already. Time is flying, yo. So if there's one car that you want to be in, what car would that be? If you had to choose one car that you want to be in so bad, what car would that be? Everyone, let me know. Or if you had to meet one person in the car world, who would that be? Like, you want to meet this person so bad, and what would you say to them? Yeah, that's a difficult one because I remember when I first spoke to Mr. Christian von Koenigsegg. Honestly, he stood there, and I didn't know what to I didn't know what to ask him because it's just like, oh my gosh, it's this guy. He's made this car, and he's standing right there, and he's waiting for me to ask a question. That was kind of like a crazy experience. So that was kind of dope. So George Danford just said, most expensive car you've seen. Ooh, okay. The most expensive car I've seen. Oh, come on. That's probably actually it's gonna be the McLaren F1, but also the 250 GTO. I definitely seen. Yeah, I think I saw that at the car show. So yeah, the two most expensive cars that I've seen in my entire life. And the Super London Cars also said, any of the old Top Gear guys, I'm sure they'll be fun. Yeah, I would love to meet Jeremy Clarkson. For real. Like, because he just seems like an interesting dude, man. It's like, yeah, I would love to meet him because he just seems like one of those, like, off the wall, kind of like crazy people that you just want to meet. Obviously, Richard as well, and James May. I want to know what shampoo he uses. That's one of my first questions. Yeah, actually, any of the three, but mostly for me, it's got to be like definitely Jeremy Clarkson because he's quite a dude. And I would also love to meet, what's his name? Oh, damn it. Yeah, like Lewis Hamilton. I'd love to meet him. Lewis Hamilton, for real. And also Mika Hakkinen. And that's a really random one, but he was quite a driver for McLaren like a few years back. And let me see. So Ada Williams also said that he would love to meet Jeremy Clarkson for real. Yeah, I just think he'd be one interesting character to talk to because I just feel like if you ask him a question, you're gonna get one hell of an answer, but it will not be what you expect. He'll probably say something so crazy, like just out of the blue, which again makes things very, very interesting for real. How about anyone else, like not necessarily in the world of cars, who, like when you're growing up, did you look up to? Like who inspired you as when you guys were growing up? So let me know as well. Oh, we got someone new in the house as well. So it's time to ring. By the way, when I ring this bell, right, please let me know if you guys can hear it or not. All right, because this is a new thing. I haven't tried it before, so I need to know that it works at least. So I'm gonna ring it right now for Sobre Tashiana. Sorry if I say your name wrong. So new in here, so I'm gonna ring the bell. Did that even work? I have absolutely no idea. Oh my gosh. It probably didn't work and I know why. No. All right, let me do that again. All right, I'm gonna ring it right now. Tell me if you guys heard that. Okay. All right, so we got Sobre Tatiana. It's one sports car and one SUV. Oh man, like as in what I would like, or as in what I've been in, or in what context? Actually, I didn't read your previous question. Whoops. Let me read that. So Sobre Tatiana said, are you a girl? If you're a girl, woohoo, we got another girl in the house. If not, forgive me, because the last name says Tatiana, so I'm guessing that's a girl. If I'm wrong, forgive me. If you could choose two combo cars, same colors, what would they be? For me, 812 and a Range Rover Vogue, and what combo would it be for me? Okay, so, geez, could choose two combo cars. Oh, that is so difficult. That's such a difficult question. Okay, just off the bat, okay, I choose an F40. And you know what? I will probably go with an Urus or a Mansory Bentayga in Rawkus Red. Yeah, that's really what I'll go for. Just off the bat, just like that. And then Super London Cars said, have a chat with Drive Tribe. I believe it's their company. Yes, so Drive Tribe is co-owned by Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and floppy haired man James May. So yeah, good idea. Super London Cars. And then 93 Sal just said, I've already been in it. Woo, okay, Jesus Christ, he's been in a lot of cars then. So I've already been in a P1, a LaFerrari, and a couple of Veyrons. I obviously still want to be in a lot of other cars, but the car I really want to be in is an F1 GTR. Oh my God. Yeah, imagine that. An F1 GTR. That is, I mean, if that happens, Sal, that'd just be like game over. You can't beat that. You can't better that. That's mad. But you've already been in a P1, LaFerrari, and a couple of Veyrons. That's pretty insane. That's sick. See, there you go, man. So Sal has been in some pretty exotic beauties. So yeah, F1 GTR. Damn. I think I'll add that to my list as well. That would be pretty insane. And then Sal also said, I didn't hear the bell. Oh, Sal, okay, let me ring the bell again just for you, all right? So, which bell should I ring? Okay, how about this one? Maybe, actually, I'll do an applause instead. You get an extra applause because you've been in some pretty insane cars. So, yeah, there you have it. So, Sobre Tatiana said, nice choice, for real. So, Sobre, are you a dude or a girl? Forgive me if I got it wrong, all right? So, yeah, I apologize. What a girl in the stream yesterday, so it'd be cool to get more girls in here as well. Albie's in the house as well. He said, yo, Rawkus, my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. And Sal said it's a dream to be an F1 GTR. Man, you do it. Make sure when you do it, it'll go live, yeah? Like, and film that. Of course, you're going to film it. I can't imagine you get an F1 GTR and not filming the whole experience. I'll be filming all kinds of cameras. I have GoPros on there. I'm going to have cameras in the front, cameras in the back, cameras on top, everywhere, man. I'll be hanging it off, filming everything. Yeah, that would be like crazy. Like, seriously dope. It's a dream. Make it come true, man. Make it come true. And then, oh, we got Mouthy in the house as well. That's more like a... yeah, it's more like a horn for real, man. I got like a few weird sounds here that I think should make things that are really interesting. I mean, I got like... Actually, let me just play them all for you guys so you guys know what I have, okay? So I have a triangle. I don't know when I'm going to use this one, but I thought it would be interesting. Obviously, a party noise. Yeah, I don't know why I have that, but a Glockenspiel. A DJ air horn. Ooh, okay, you know what? I'm going to use this one for every new person in a stream, okay? So I think that one is more like, yeah. I think that one for real. I'm going to be using that one. By the way, if you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe if you haven't. And also please hit the thumbs up and that bell button so you know when new streams or videos go up. Thank you very much in advance. And there we go, Sobre Tatiana. Back to 812. I'm actually really looking into getting a used one, but in exactly 12 months. Where do you see the line in Ferrari staying in production? in production. They just got the GTS out, so maybe 2 years. I don't know, because with Ferrari, it's kind of interesting at the moment, because they're going all kinds of different directions, because I assume you're talking about the design direction and stuff like that. Because when the 812 came out, I'm like, oh, okay, I can see where they are going with this. And then when the Tributo and Pista came out, I was like, okay, I can see a new design language here. But then you had that Roma come out, and then you had the Monza come out. So it's interesting, like which direction they're trying to take. I have the feeling right now, I think they're going more retro in design. They're revisiting all the old classic Ferrari races from the 50s and 60s. So I think that's the direction they're going right now. Does that answer your question, Sobre Tatiana? If not, please elaborate. And Albie said, Rawkus, I sent you something on Insta, bro. Ah, cool. I have a look in a bit. Let me see what else I might have missed. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, let's talk about like modified cars, okay? So if I had to, like, what is the best modified car that you've actually seen or heard? I have to say, all hands up. Like last year, I probably heard the most incredible sound I've ever heard from a car from an 812. I think it was an 812. That was modified. I don't know which company it was, but this Arab dude basically last year brought this white 812 to London, and honest to God, it sounded unbelievable. I've never heard anything as good as that. So yeah, I don't know which company modified it, but if you guys know, let me know in the chat as well, because it was absolutely insane. I think Mansell do some pretty cool stuff as well. Not all, but some stuff is pretty cool. I like what they've done with Bentegas. Just don't want to see the exposed raw carbon thing. It looks horrible, but the rest is nice. Let me see. Okay. Whoa, I'm missing things out. I sent you some. Okay. So, I'll be. I read that one already. Mouthy. Sorry, man, but I have to go. Family time. See you later, Mouthy. I'll catch you next time. Family comes first, as they say, right? Sobre said, thanks, man. I'm enjoying this. Yes, it's the answer. Thank you very much. No worries, man. Yeah, Ferrari is interesting, man. I feel like right now they're at a place where they kind of have to decide what they want to do with the line of cars they're bringing out. And I got to say, I really do like the Monza cars. They look absolutely amazing. I've seen a Roma through the showroom windows, and I think it looks pretty cool, but I haven't seen it like in the flesh, like proper. And I think it looks pretty cool, especially around the back as well. I don't know what you guys think. But I don't know what you guys think about the new direction of Ferrari, if you like it or not. So yeah, it's a bit interesting. Let's see what other models come out. I'm also looking forward to see what Ferrari do with a 4x4 car, because it's been a long time since they brought. I mean, we're still waiting, man. When is it coming out? I want to see that thing so bad. On the black, so Albie said on the black and Y812 that came to London. Yeah, that one. That was the finest sounding thing like I've ever heard in my life. The way that the sound kind of like hit the walls and rebounded, it was insane. I was literally frothing in the mouth. That's how sick that sound was. All right, comment time. Okay, so the Y812 was Novitec. Flipping heck. That's crazy. It was a Novitec, and it's not that expensive, actually. Pretty cheap, just 50K over, mate. That's not bad. For that kind of sound, I mean, seriously, that is... Oh, it is something. It was special, for real. And then George Dunford said that, yes, it was BMS's Novitec 812N Largo. That's the one. Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. It's hard. It's like me saying this doesn't do it justice. It's like something that you have to see. I might have a clip somewhere. I might do a separate video with that, but it was unbelievably insane. Sobre Tatiana said, correct, George. Qatari, he is a good friend of mine. Oh my gosh, you guys are friends. Look at that. Small world, man. So next time when he comes to London, Sobre, tell him that Rawkus wants to talk to him. I want to film that thing like proper, like so that people can really experience that sound of this beast of a machine. So put in a good word for me. And if he wants to see examples of my videos, tell him to go to rawkustv.com. I got all kinds of like examples of my work on there. But I would love to film that thing. And Vanita, oh my gosh. I think Vanita is new in the house, man. Like, so let me ring that bell again. So for every new person, they get a welcome Horn. Here we go. We got a new person in the house. And then we got George Dunford. So Ferrari's design has gone downhill since the left Pininfarina design. Woo! That's a massive statement. So I'm guessing you don't like the Monza then, or you don't like the Roma, or maybe the Pista. So the thing is, I don't think it's gone downhill as such. I just think it's different. It's like because you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. There comes a time when you got to say, you know what, let's try something different. It can be successful, or it might not be. We think Pininfarina was really cool because I mean the stuff they did that no one else was doing. So they can't do that forever. They have to like evolve and diversify. So I guess let me see the Roma first up close. You know, it's like the Monza was dope up close. So you know, I guess it's subjective as well. It's like art, right? Not everybody's gonna like every single piece of art. So there you go. And then Albi Supercars TV just said that I'm not a big fan of Ferraris. Oh man, that one is just like just kicking them right in the goalies right there, man. So which car brand do you prefer if you don't like Ferraris? He also said except the laugh. So I guess he likes the Ferrari, the F40 and the Enzo. So you like all the dope Ferraris then? That's crazy. George said the Monza is okay. It's not stellar, it's okay. So which one would you have? Would you have the Monza SP1 or the SP2? If you had to choose between the two of them. Uh-huh. There you go. Let me see. Yo, man. I just want Corona to be over so that all the cars can come back. All the Qatari cars, Saudi Arabia, like all the like Middle Eastern cars, man. Come back to London because if they don't come this year, we're going to be screwed for content and stuff. So let's hope things get better and everybody comes back once again. George Danford said the grill on the Roma. I guess you don't like it. Oh man, is it really that bad? Really? I don't know, man. I don't think it's that bad, man. Have you seen it in the flesh or are you just talking about pictures on Insta? Because sometimes when you see a car in the flesh, it's like you change your mind. Because when you see things on Instagram, depending on who took the photo and also the lighting and the angles, that can actually affect how things look. So seeing cars in the flesh, you're more like you get a feeling of the car more than pictures. That's what I would say. So I got Sobre saying, so 2 questions. First is about Cullinan. Okay. Is it following the same trends as Bentayga? It became cash cow for Bentley and supply will be so high, price will go down. Where do you see Cullinan price going? The thing about I think there's a little pressure on different car brands, especially luxury car brands, to basically release an SUV or 4x4. So it's the same reason why Lamborghini released one, and also why Ferrari is working on one. Aston Martin released one, and to be honest, okay, I haven't seen it in the flesh, but I'm not loving what they've done. But the interior is beautiful. So I guess Rolls-Royce had to kind of like do something because all these manufacturers are making all these like SUVs, and their customers are requesting these SUVs. And SUVs are hot selling cars at the moment, or they're not really cars, are they? Or they're more like trucks. So I guess they had to make one. But when it comes to pricing, I don't think Rolls-Royce will ever compete on price though. Their thing is about giving you the best at a premium. So I don't know if they're going to compete in price with other brands. Bentley though, they're premium as well, but what's the word? They depreciate quite badly. I don't think Rolls-Royce depreciates as badly as Bentleys do. So to answer your question, actually, let me just read it again. It's following the same trend as Bentayga. Yeah, I think Rolls-Royce has realized that there's definitely a lot of money to be made in the Cullinan. But I don't think they're going to make so many that it becomes like a cheap commodity kind of thing. And also, when you think about Rolls-Royce, they let you customize your car to however you want. So you can make your Cullinan quite unique and special just to you. So yeah, does that make sense? But saying that, I have seen quite a few in London, but they're all different in their own different ways, different specs and stuff. So yeah, there you go. So does that answer your question? Let me know as well. Yeah, I don't see the prices going any cheaper. I think there will always be Rolls Royce prices. They will actually be dependent on how you spec your Rolls Royce Cullinan, I think. Albie said Lamborghini, I love, and McLaren. Wow, yeah, Lamborghini, I love them as well. McLaren, I love them, but there's a but there. I love how they're doing things in terms of like trying things that no other car manufacturers are not doing. They have like a different ethos to say Ferrari and Lamborghini and all this other stuff. They're not willing to like they're not scared of trying out new tech on their cars. Like for example, the original F1 was the first carbon tub car in the whole world. It's kind of crazy. No other car manufacturer was making like the tubs that are carbon at the time. And they use some seriously exotic materials like gold as a heat shield for the engine, which is kind of crazy. Now with that new long tail, they have those seamless or hingeless like ailerons as well, which no one else is doing. So they're pretty dope when it comes to tech, but reliability is their problem that they have to like fix. But saying that, every supercar manufacturer or hypercar manufacturer, when they first got started, had to go through these kind of problems. So I guess compared to Ferrari and Lamborghini, they're quite young, so they're going through the same problems. And I'm assuming with every generation of car, they're going to get more and more reliable and less fiery, if I can say that. So yeah, McLaren, cool designs, mostly. Yeah. So George would rather have the Monza SP2. I guess so that you can share with hopefully your girlie and all that stuff. Yeah, absolutely. SP2 is beautiful. The SP1 is dope as well, but it's kind of like selfish. You can't share with anyone else. Albie said, Rawkus, can you look at the message I sent you, please? Albie, look, I look at the Insta stuff like, because if it's not relevant to the show, then obviously, because I have to keep on topic, you know what I mean? If it's a question about like camera gear and stuff like that, then I'll do that at the end as opposed to like right now. Okay? So George also said, I haven't seen it in the flesh. We're talking about the Roma, and yet I'm talking about Ferrari official press shots. Yeah, even with official press shots as well, it's still hard to make a judgment until you see these things. It's tough, but I will always say, do not judge a car until you actually see it. That's what I would say. The Bentley 9 Edition. Yes, the Bentley 9 Edition is so sick. You know, I'll make a separate video about that because I got some pretty cool shots of it while I was there. Some interior shots as well. It is absolutely beautiful. That color was just like, woo! So yeah, that is a dope Bentley. I love it. I like it a lot. So I see that George likes it as well. And the super London cars. He said, Cobrat, I'd Cobrat, how do I say this? Cobra Tate. Or I'd Cobra Tate say the McLarens are amazing when they work. You know what? A lot of drivers that I've spoken to said that driving a McLaren is quite an experience because there are amazing cars to drive. Just shame about the reliability. So if you get McLaren, make sure you get a fire extinguisher. Even that might not be able to save you, but just get one anyway. Get a really big one and maybe put it on a roof or something. Yeah, or only drive it next to fire stations. Oh, that's bad. Shouldn't be saying stuff like that. But yeah, there are amazing cars to drive. It's just that they're not as reliable as they could be. So yeah, that's sad. But Corporate, he's probably right, man. So George Danfield said, what do you think of the McLaren Elva? You see, I've not seen it in the flesh, but I get the feeling right now every car manufacturer is trying to go back in time for some reason. So the Elva is based on like old McLarens from way back when. I think that Bruce McLaren used to race or something. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And obviously Ferrari went back with the SP1 to the 50s and 60s. So, and Aston Martin recently released, I can't remember what it's called, released a similar design like car as well. So I don't know. So I will reserve my judgment until I see it. But I'm not going to say no. Like there's a lot of tech in there as well. That is quite exciting. So yeah, wait until I see it in the flesh and then I'll give you a judgment. Initially, I think it's okay. Sobre said, thanks, man. No worries, man. Are you into watches? Okay. So Sobre asked me if I'm into watches. Look, I haven't won a watch for literally years. That is because all the watches that I really like are flipping expensive. It's crazy. So it's yeah, I do like a really nicely made timepiece because I mean, like cars, it takes a lot of like effort and design know-how to make these beautiful like pieces of like a time-telling machinery. Because when you see a nice timepiece, right, and how it works, it's absolutely unbelievable. When I was in was it Top Marks 2 years ago? I was filming with a company. I can't remember what the name is now. They make these unbelievable like watches that take forever to make, and the way it tells the time is so weird. It's so crazy. Like you can't just glance and see the time. You have to like really like try to understand. You have to look at it and appreciate the artwork before you actually know what time it is. So that I find quite interesting. Yeah. So to answer your question, I do love watches, just like the ones that I like the cars that I love are really expensive. So yeah, there you go. I do want to get an Apple Watch though at some point for like health reasons and like for workouts and stuff. But as like a proper timepiece, that you wear like, with nice like when you go out for dinner and that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I do like them. Okay. George said McLaren Senna. George said McLaren Senna is fire. Well, that could be literally as well. But as a track car, it's absolutely insane. Everyone I've spoken to who has like driven one said it's like an unbelievable experience. The level of speed is crazy, and the power the power delivery is pretty insane on those as well. So yeah, I guess it is very track focused. So Albie's asking me, do you have any suggestions to get more subs? Damn. I think the thing about subs is, I think you just have to make from what YouTube has said, you have to make content and post at regularly. Just like any social media platform, if you don't post, people don't follow you or they don't subscribe. I think my issue has always been that I don't make enough videos. That's because making videos how I used to make videos takes a very, very long time. And if you spend a lot of time making a video, automatically that means they're going to make less videos. So YouTube does not care about quality of videos anymore or ever. They just care more about making videos as many as possible so that they can sell ads. That's what it is. So I will say, if you want to make YouTube videos, just make a lot of videos. And that's it. I mean, it doesn't really matter what camera you use as well these days. It's like you can literally film with a potato and put it on YouTube and it goes viral because YouTube is weird like this. So YouTube likes when you do weird stuff, like when you do pranks or when you crash your car on purpose or stuff like that. Those kind of channels tend to blow up for some crazy reason. So I don't know. But I'll just say make content. I'll make a lot of it. And also test things out as well. Or just make what you love. Sometimes it'll get you subs, sometimes it will not get you subs. But what's the point of doing anything you don't love? So that's kind of how I look at things. I like making things that I like, and which incidentally not everybody likes. So that's cool. That's what makes you who you are, right? Henry said, I quite like the look of the Ferrari Roma. Yes. There you go. You got a person who actually likes Roma. Actually, is there anyone else in this stream right now who actually likes Roma? Let me know in the chat right now. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, please do that now. And if you're not subscribed, I guess everyone here, is. But if you're not, please hit the subscribe button as well. But yeah, anyone here not like any of the latest Ferrari cars, like the Roma, the SP1, SP2, maybe even the Pista, F8 and all that stuff, let me know. Which car manufacturer do you like the designs of, like right now? Who is bringing out cars that you like the look of in 2020, 2019, or 2019, 2020? I would say that at least you live in London. Yes, I do, but the thing is, like, I live in London, but also I work and I travel as well. So I don't always get time to film stuff. So yeah, it's tough. Jimmy Blanco, quantity over quality. That's YouTube. Yeah, it's a shame. It's like, because like when I used to make videos, right? I felt like I wanted to make movies. I wanted to tell stories in my videos. I wanted to like, do like slick productions, like film cars in a certain way to tell the full story of the car. I mean, I can still do that. The only problem is, if you're not growing YouTube, you can't make that kind of video like regularly. You basically need a team of people. This is the thing. And when you have a team of people, you have to pay people, and then the whole thing becomes like an expensive production. But it also seems like if you got loads of cash money, it helps to have that to be able to grow on YouTube, because you're able to have like crazy cars and be able to make videos around those cars as well. So that obviously helps. But ultimately, it's all about content, and the more you make, the better. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah, Jimmy, that's for real. Quantity over quality. That's YouTube these days, because they gotta make money. It's like you gotta look at the bottom line for YouTube. The longer the videos are, the more cash they make, because the more ads can show on your videos. So if your video is amazing, it's like 3 minutes long, YouTube doesn't care because they can't really show a lot of ads on that. So this is the problem. So they'd rather you make these like hugely long videos, even if the quality is rubbish, they'll promote those because it's long for them to sell adverts on. So it's a very sad world. It's the same route that Instagram is taking now. Because there was a time when on Instagram, you could grow very, very quickly and you could make high quality stuff. Now, all they care about is post loads of content, which obviously means the quality goes down, but also it means that the way that they suggest videos now or like photos now, it's not like your immediate friends don't see them right away. So, which means they see them like maybe after a day or two, which also basically means that it does not go viral like it used to, because if they see it a day or two later, that's already after 24 hours when things supposedly go viral. So it kind of like handicaps you a little bit. So there you go. Yeah, tough times, people. Tough times, socially speaking. So Henry's saying with YouTube, stick to your ideals and you will be fine. Viewers are fed up of pranks and clickbait. Yeah, this is the thing, right? It's like, I just believe in life. It's good to do what you love and what you enjoy, because I mean, there's no point in doing something that everyone else is doing. You know what I mean? Or do things the way that you want to do them, because that's ultimately what's going to make you different. Because you can't see the same world. No, we all see the world in different ways. So the way you make content reflects how you see the world. I think we should all try and make content in the way that we see things, because that ultimately should make things more interesting and unique to you as a person. So the problem with social media is everyone's copying everybody else, and that makes it very, very hard for you to stand out. And that's why on Instagram, it's very hard to find anything that's like new and unique now, because everything is just what everyone else is doing. So yeah, it's a sad world, but it's also the fault of the algorithm as well, because if something works, everyone just copies that. Then everything else becomes what that person just copied. So there's no new stuff anymore. So yeah. And then Jimmy Blanco said, besides everyone is doing the same videos, it's getting monotonous. It's absolutely true, man. I feel that. Same stuff. And Jimmy Blanco said, true, I guess. When YouTube changed the monetize guidelines, every YouTuber was putting out exactly 10-minute videos. Exactly. This is the thing. So it makes everything very like this. Like there's no... So it was forcing people to make these long videos, which means that quality definitely goes down, because you're trying to stretch out the content to make it 10 minutes long. It should be, if a story requires a minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, tell that story in that amount of time. That's how good stories are told. You know, if you start stretching out these things, stories become very elongated and not very interesting anymore. This is the problem. So that's YouTube's fault. But at the same time, they have shareholders they have to pay. And shareholders put a lot of pressure on companies to make money. So that's where these things become really like complicated. So money is the end game of any business. You can't be a business if you don't make money. So yeah, YouTube, Instagram is the same. They got to make cash money. See, we're just talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. It's like we started off like watching videos, and then we're having like conversations about like making money on YouTube and videos and stuff like that. This is really cool. It's like I like the interaction and stuff. And I'll be saying that, Rawkus, I'm gonna go. I'll tell you after the stream. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for watching. Jimmy said, "Amen, brother." Yeah, for real, man. It's like it's just like a really like random conversation like we're having, and ultimately this is what I enjoy most about social media. It's a two-way conversation, because I like talking. Innit? You guys know that already. Yeah. Alan Mather is in the house, man. What's happening, Alan? Welcome to the stream. You missed most of the most of the cars like in the beginning, but you can watch those later. We're just talking about everything YouTube, social media, uh, what YouTube is these days, and all that stuff. So yeah, ultimately, Jimmy is saying, where do you want to take the channel? So the thing that I get the most DMs about is, Rawkus, why do you never drive the cars that you talk about? So ultimately, that is kind of where the channel will be going, because I want to share that kind of experience. But my thing is how I want to do that, because I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. I got to have my own kind of angle and twist to it. So I got to test a few things out first before obviously I announce everything. I'm telling you guys now already anyway, because we're going live, but that's ultimately where things are going to go, I think. I love cars, but also love traveling as well. This is the thing, because 2018 and 2019, I spent a lot of time on the plane and in different countries. And I had some pretty amazing experiences that I would like to share on the channel as well. But at the time, I wasn't sure how to basically do that. And also, the kind of videos that I wanted to make, I couldn't fit them in with client work as well. So there's a lot of things that were in the air. But there'll be a lot more behind the wheel action going forward with the Rawkus TV YouTube channel. So yeah, I'll tell you guys more nearer the time. A few things on the hold because of Corona. So when that's over, there'll be more news for real. Da, 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 da. So Alan Mather said, I'm good. That's great to hear. Man, been busy. I'll watch live again. Love watching them. Yeah, see, live was not in my radar in pre-corona. I'll be very honest. It was not on my radar. It only became something I wanted to do because of the situation. And I honestly really love live. I really enjoy making these kind of videos because it's not so scripted. And it kind of flows. It reminds me of like back in the day when I used to make those videos, like when I just be like walking around the streets and stuff. And people would just like come into the video, they ask questions, I would interact with them, and then I used to like enjoy making those. So this kind of is like a similar version of that with you guys in the comments as well. So it makes it a lot more interesting. Because I love all your stories and the things that you guys ask and stuff, because I can't think of everything to talk about in the streams. And it's really cool to just vibe with what you guys are saying. And it's really cool. I really enjoy that. Let me see if I've missed anything here. This just makes it so much fun for me. Oh my God. So yeah, so imagine me behind the wheel. Oh my God. I don't know. It'll be very interesting, the things I've planned anyway. So yeah. So how about you guys? I mean, like any of you guys have aspirations to make to make content for YouTube or social media? Any of you guys on, dare I say, TikTok? I just feel like social media is losing its mind because like everything just seems to be about people shouting or like doing like weird dances and stuff. It's like, are we losing our minds as the human race? I don't know, man. It's like it's a weird time. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like some of the dancing videos. I mean, some of them are quite creative, but it just seems like everything's just so noisy. Like if you shout a lot in your videos, people like that. I don't want to shout. It's like, why should I shout unnecessarily? I got a mic. It's quite sensitive. I don't know. Okay, let me see what Jimmy just said. Are you planning to visit the States? Yes. So the plan was this year to visit the States, but a few things have been cancelled because of the Corona situation. So that's probably gonna be towards the end of the year, but most likely gonna be next year, unfortunately. But absolutely, because I get a lot of like most of my followers are in the US as well, which is very, very interesting given that I'm based in the UK here. And that most of my merch is sold in America as well. 73% of the sales are in America, which is kind of crazy as well. So I get a lot of invites to the States, and I'll definitely be going there. If not end of this year, next year for sure. Alan Mather said, I think we're losing our minds being on lockdown. It's hard for everyone because we've never had this kind of experience before. This is like something that most of us have never experienced, like ever. And it will probably happen again. This is the thing. It's like maybe this is the way that the world is going to be now on, because every 10 years we seem to have these viruses like basically infecting us. And this one has been very severe. So yeah, it's so get ready, people. So make sure like after this corona, prepare for the next one. Oh my gosh. See, I don't even know if I want to live in London anymore. It's another thing I was thinking about the other day. I was having a chat with a friend, with a few friends, and we're just talking about like living in London. I'm just thinking, like, is it really worth living in London anymore? I don't know. So yeah, things to think about. Let me see. Jimmy said, "Make this year happen, bruv." Absolutely, man. If I can do it this year, absolutely, I'll do it. But the way things are looking right now, I would say it's probably 80% most likely going to be 2021, for real. Especially Car Week. That's the one that I really, 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 really wanted to go to. Then you got SEMA as well. Also want to check that out. So for real. But Jimmy, 100%, man. Like when close to the time, I'll absolutely let you know. And I'm so looking forward to to visit the United States of America for the first time. That would be crazy. Even saying that sounds nuts. Going to America for the first time. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So Jimmy is saying move to LA. So the friend I was chatting to on FaceTime, this is exactly what they said as well. I said move to LA. Oh man. Yeah, apparently I got a lot of space if I need, and life is a lot more chilled than in London. So yeah, Jimmy said he got a spare room. Jimmy's convincing me, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, LA sounds very, very appealing for real. Yeah, so let's see how things work out between now and next year. You never know, man. Small world. VF Engineering are also like friends of mine. Nick from VF Engineering, he's also based out in there as well. So yeah. Uh, oh man, see, Monterey Car Week is absolute car porn. You see, this is the thing, right? I think that's where I'm going to see my first 177. That's what I think is going to happen because I've seen stuff on YouTube of that is probably the wildest like car event in the whole world because you get to see some stuff that you just don't see anywhere. So for me, it's that and also Goodwood as well because just the quality of of cars in there is ridiculous, and the fact they just park like randomly on the roads on the sidewalk on the roadside, there'd be like a 177, there'd be like an F1. It's just like so many cool things. That's the one that I have to like experience for real. So that's in my list of car events to go to. 100%. Super London Cars is asking, what do you want to see in the US? See, so for me, the US, when it comes to cars, it has to be Car Week. 100%. I got to see that. But I also want to go to Detroit because Detroit was once a really like big manufacturing basically place like way back in the day. So I just want to see all the like old factories and the whole history and that kind of stuff. So I definitely want to see that. But I also want to experience the American obsession with cars going in a straight line, like drag racing. I want to see what that culture is like. I want to experience what American car culture is like because you guys are like heavy into that modified cars and stuff. So I want to like experience that stuff. So that is what I want to see in the US. I just want to see the place. I mean, all the cities, New Orleans as well. I want to go there because of the music. There are some friends there. They're called Tank and the Bangers, man. Check them out. I filmed a video for them a few years back, and New Orleans, man, they got some crazy food out in there and the crazy music as well. So I want to experience all that stuff. Obviously, I want to go NY. Maybe not right now, but the whole like hip hop scene is pretty insane and like because you literally go into the source of like where the whole thing it started with that with Cool Herc and his friends that way back in the day. So yeah, I want to go check all that stuff out, man. So yeah, that is a long ass answer to your question. Super London cars. So Alametha, get down to Romans when the lockdown is up. Yeah, that's where the 177 is. So I'll definitely check that out. Like literally the first day of lockdown, I'm going to Romans, man. So I'm gonna go check it out. And Henry said, travel to US during Car Week and get all your access sorted. Yeah, for real, 100%. I am down for that. And then Jimmy said, yep. Yeah, it's a lot of old money. A lot of rich twits in Northern Cali. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was also told to basically avoid places like Miami because like apparently Miami is full of, what's the word? what was is that fakeness and plastic? Is that true? I just want to see it for what it is. So I just want to see like all this like because I like experiencing cultures, right? Like that's what I love about travel. Like when I went to Italy, the whole culture around food and art and it's different to like how we do things here in the UK. And when you go to Spain, it's just different. The whole like thing about family is quite big in Spain. Like you have those crazy street parties, especially in Barcelona. You have like grandpas, grandmas, grandchildren, all like dancing in the street. Like they have like basically street like music concerts and stuff. It's wild, man. It's like, and again, it's the food as well, the different elements. When you go to Thailand, that's another whole different experience because those guys, man, I mean, that place is so beautiful. Not like, forget Phuket, man. That's why everyone goes there. Like, go off the off beaten track. It's they got some amazing places there. Yeah, so traveling is fun. And then Jimmy said, I read that one already. Yeah, Jimmy agrees, for real. So I guess Miami is full of plastics. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. So if you meet a girl in Miami, you most likely met maybe an android. Yeah, that could be very horrible, like in the dark. You don't want to do that, man. So Alan Mather, I come from Northwest and always go to Joe McHarry and Romans. They have some amazing stuff. Yeah. So Joe McHarry is not far from me. Literally, I can get there within like 20 minutes. It's like around the corner from me. And the variety of cars I have in there is absolutely insane. And the guys in there are pretty dope as well. So I know them quite well. Yeah, that is one of my favorite like car dealerships. Not just that, they've also got the service center around the back as well. And once they gave me access to the actual service center, like inside, oh my God, the cars I had in there. I wish I could share, but I wasn't allowed, so I couldn't do that. They had some absolutely insane beauties in there. Jimmy said Spanish women are the best. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Spain is pretty special. I gotta say, it's like the energy, man. I love the energy in Spain, but also love the energy in Italy as well. They just like and also France. You see, these three countries, man. I don't know what it is. They share one thing in common. They really, really have passion for everything they do, man. They do everything with like with passion, but also with artistry. Like when the Italians cook, I'm telling you, I got like Italian like neighbors, right? And when they invite me over for dinner, I'm telling you, it's like it's always a special experience because those guys cook so fucking well. And when they're making the food, the food, you can actually see the passion in their eyes and how they prepare everything. And I love that. Doing something with passion is always very, very. I rate that very, very highly. It's like babies, like when they play with things, they play with passion, man. It's like when they play with that toy, it's like that's the only thing that exists in the world at that moment. And and pets, same thing. They enjoy everything like they're enjoying it for the first time. And that's the impression I get when I'm like in Italy, when I'm in Spain, or when I'm like in France, for example. So yeah, does any of that make sense to you people? Let me know. Maybe just me going crazy about stuff. But yeah, I love watching things and appreciating things that I see, if that makes any sense. Okay. Spanish women are the So if there are any Spanish women watching, Jimmy Blanco said Spanish women are the best. There you go. So super London cars. I said Rawkus, are we neighbors? Well, maybe we are because I'm in Wimbledon, man. So it's like I'm not far. Like I'm literally like right in the heart of Wimbledon, man. So I think we might be neighbors, man, for real. It's just kind of crazy. There are actually a few car heads that live near me as well. Like Charlie _ photography as well lives near me. Supercars Wimbledon lives near me as well. Albie said, yo, when you finish the stream. Albie, I don't know, man. This stream is like usually supposed to go for an hour, but it's like, I just like vibing and stuff. I promise, man, as soon as I finish, I'll check my DMs, man. Oh my gosh. So Alameth said yes. The top guys in there, yes, there are top guys in there. I've been in the service area and seen a 250 TDF. Yeah, for real, man. So yeah, I think that's the same one I saw as well, and loads of top stuff. They got some specially like absolutely beautiful machinery in there, and like the guys, the mechanics that I spoke to, man, you can tell they love the jobs, man. The way they talk about the cars as well, it's like, you know, these guys love what they're doing. It's always really cool to see that. And Jamie said, how do you rate Grimes versus American hip hop? Oh, okay. This is like, see, this is the thing, right? When it comes to hip hop for me, it's like, it's a big thing. It's like, I do not like a lot of the new thing that people are calling hip hop because I think it's useless. It's like I absolutely hate that mumbling business, man, because that's not rhyming, man. Because rhyming is all about like this is what I'm saying. I was saying about like art and like having passion for something. I just get the impression now, a lot of the artists right now are just doing things because everyone else is doing. That auto tune thing drives me flipping insane. It's like everything sounds the same. The music is so simple now. It's like there's no layers of instruments. You probably have like maximum of 4 instruments in the track these days, maybe even 3. And like there's no skill involved in like putting things together anymore. I love all my old school stuff, man. Like Pete Rock and CL Smooth. That is like you put that CD on, just like, oh my God. Like you just knew these guys took a lot of time to make the music in the studio because it was just sick. Obviously LL Cool J, NWA from back in the day, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Master Ace, Chino XL, Big Pun. Obviously got a Terror Squad with Big Pun and his brother, Fat Joe. I mean, Busta Rhymes. It's like, see, for me, like these guys are all unique in their own different way. Wu-Tang, you know, you have like the RZA. Oh man, I could just go on, man. It's like, so these guys are all very unique in their own different ways. And when they made music, man, they made music, and you knew like a lot of talent went into making the tracks and the rhymes. Like I'll take like when you listen to Biggie, for example, right? When he used to rhyme, there's a lot of cleverness in the rhymes as well. Even Eminem, it's like I rate Eminem like super highly because that guy is a lyrical genius, man. Him, like Nas, like Chino XL for real, because his rhyming is comedy. See, I'm just going off on a tangent right now. It's like because I love all this stuff. It's like I just remember like I used to love like when a new track came out, I was like, damn, I just want to like the lyrical like gymnastics. That's what I want to call it. It's like it's clever stuff. Like you listen to it, you're like, damn, that is dope. But now it's all that mumble rap. I can't listen to that stuff. It just drives me absolutely nuts. Grime is cool, but not all of it though. It's like because I like the beat is pretty sick sometimes. But sometimes the beat is really sick, but the rhyming is whack. So you're like, damn, I wish someone else had rhymed like over this beat. So grime is cool. It's a very UK thing, so I'm cool with that. But if you talk about hip hop, obviously that involves grime as well because hip hop is a lifestyle, right? So it's like back in the day, things were a lot cooler, in my opinion, than all the new stuff. Trust me, if you're watching this stream, right, you haven't heard people like Master Ace, like Chino XL, like, oh, Big L. Oh my God. Don't get me started, man. Big L was like lyrical, like, if you're not smiling, listen to Big L rhyme, there's something wrong with you, for real. It's like I'm saying, it's talent and also like that skill in the comedy and the rhymes as well. Busta Rhymes is the same. Like Eminem is like lyrical genius in the way that he plays with words as well, how he flips them, and yeah, pretty sick. So yeah, there's a few that I listen to. Of course, Tupac. Who's gonna forget? So Tupac, man, he was what's the word? He didn't just rhyme for the sake of rhyming. He rhymed for a reason. He was like it was a politician for real. It's like he didn't rhyme about just like, you know, like yeah, how many, you know, how dope my ice is, you know, how many blings will go around my neck. He didn't rhyme about, I mean, he did a bit like that, but he was more about like, Brenda's Got a Baby, right? Listen to that track. That is all about that life in the ghetto, like when it was great. Like the whole thing is just like it's clever stuff, man. You don't get that no more. So if you like a new hip hop, I will suggest you do some research and go way back in time and some of the old stuff. I promise you, you will be amazed at how far we have fallen when it comes to like music in general. Like no joke. Okay. Jimmy said, you know hip hop. Trust me, man. Oh man, I went to a lot of concerts, man. It's like, because like back in the day, I'm telling you, like you felt the. See, like for me, it's not just about hip hop though. I just like like I'm big on urban culture, but not just necessarily just urban stuff. I'm like into like old school like soul music as well, like from the '70s, from the '80s, and stuff like that. Even sometimes like further back than that, because like when I was in school, like because English was not my first language, right? So I had to try and like because I came from Africa and I came to the UK and I didn't know what was cool, what wasn't. Because back in Africa, all you knew was like Michael Jackson for real, because everybody knows Michael Jackson. You knew Madonna, and we knew Prince because my mom used to play that in the house. And some random artist called Bonnie M from like from Sweden. I didn't like them because I was like, oh mom, what the hell are you listening to? But we had a lot of like Aretha Franklin in the house, and like some really like old school stuff that probably shaped my taste of music as I was growing up. And then when I came to the UK, I didn't like any of the chart stuff, so I used to go to the library, like researching music, and my music teacher was so dope, and basically gave me a lot of enlightenment in terms of like music and the history of music and that kind of stuff. So my taste is very, very diverse when it comes to music. See, we've left cars now. We're gonna completely like random stuff, right? But I'm enjoying it, so I hope you guys are as well. All right, so so Jimmy said, but today hip hop fails in comparison to for real, man. It's like this is the thing, right? It's like I just think the level of like talent has completely dropped. There was a time when you needed to have like musical talent to be a musician. I get the impression now everyone just thinks they can just be a musician. You can like do this, like hit the pen like this, and that will be a track. And what the hell is that? It's like there's just no creativity anymore. That's what I think it is. And the bar to enter the space is too friggin' low. And then you got all these music companies, right? I know this for a fact because I've got a friend who works at a very big music publishing company. So a lot of artists that you know right now, they have obviously their songs written for them. You have 4 people like who write the songs for like a whole bunch of artists. And they've basically done this research where they've measured what people like listening to in terms of that sound and stuff. So every like number one track that you listen to right now has the same formula in terms of like what chords they use, or what kind of sounds they use, because they worked out that songs that had these chords like got to number one. This is the same reason why every song sounds the same, because they're reusing the same formula over and over again. That really sucks. What happened to the Jimi Hendrix like from back in the day? Like that guy, the way he played guitar was like, damn, that was something new and fresh, and that brought something new to the to music. Like Little Richard, for example, something new to music. Michael Jackson, something new to music. Prince, something new to music. Now it's all the same. See, I'm ranting right now. I'm sorry, people. I can't help it. Because I get so frustrated, man. It's like when I'm like stuff, right? Like, I started realizing like I don't like any of the stuff that I'm listening to right now. Like, people that dancing to stuff like people dancing offbeat to stuff that is also offbeat and whack at the same time. This is my opinion, right? This doesn't agree with everything, but I think a lot of people we're liking music because everyone else is listening to it, so therefore it must be good. But it's actually good to try and find out things for yourself and see if you like it or not. And it's okay for you to not like something, because if all your friends like something, you don't have to like the same thing as your friends, because you're unique, you're you. Like what you like, and don't be afraid to say if you don't like something. Like what you like, and own it. That's what I say. So I just feel like today everyone just like. You hear the same song over and over again on the radio. Just because on the radio doesn't mean it's really good. So sometimes just research your own stuff and find your own music. I like Cuban stuff. Cuban music is sick. So yeah, try that as well. Aiden said, "Don't forget Tupac." I would never forget that. I can't forget that brother, man. That brother is so sick, man. His music was on point, but he was also a good actor as well. If you haven't seen Juice, watch that. That is such a sick movie as well. So he made some dope movies back in the day, but sadly he ain't here anymore, and neither is Biggie, neither is Big L. No one knows who killed Big L, by the way. That's crazy, man, when you think about it. That guy was so talented, man. Yeah, Jimmy saying crazy wordplay back in the day. You see, that's what I'm saying, man. Wordplay. That's the key phrase right there. Like there was skill in like not just rhyming, but it's also the style of rhyming and how to flip words back and forth. It's like it's literally it's like lyrical gymnastics. And when you hear like a sequence of like dope lyrical gymnastics, you're like, hold on a second, let me play that back again. Like it just like it hits you hard. So yeah, there you go. Um, oh come on, man, you hit me hard, man. Rakim, for real, man. Rakim, see like another one. See these are OGs, by the way. These are proper dope, like back in the day. Oh my gosh, you're taking me way back, man. See, this is the stuff like when I used to play this stuff in school or in college, everyone's like, what the hell are you listening to? Everyone's like, it's all about the new shit. It was doing all this. I'm like, nah, man. It's like, because I always like what I like. And yeah, for real, man, Rocky. Oh, take me way back, man. Oh, we got somebody new in the house, man. We got a mangaroti. Damn. Hi, Rawkus. I guess time to ring that bell. Since you're new, first time here, let me ring that bell right now. Air horn coming up. I guess that kind of that works to the whole music tangent we've taken right now, right? So Mangaroti, man, what's happening, man? I hope you're good and enjoying Easter, by the way. Apparently it's Easter tomorrow. So yeah, for real, man. He was a poet for real. I'm telling you, like a storyteller, poet for real. Aiden Williams, J. Cole. Oh yeah, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. See, from the point of view of the newer artists, I would say J. Cole and Kendrick. See, these guys are. What's the word? There's lyrical substance in what they're saying. That's what I would say for real. And also the musical arrangement and sound is different. There's a lot more effort put into them making music than a lot of the artists, so-called artists that are out there. The thing is though, all these artists that I like are not making nowhere near as much money as some of these, I would say, so-called artists. It's crazy how economics works. It's like the world is nuts. It's just like YouTube. Talent doesn't earn you anything these days. Let me see what else is here. Okay, Jimmy Blanco said, I'm in the US, but from oh my God, from Haiti. Oh, damn, bro. All I knew growing up was 80s pop and rock and hip hop. This is, oh man, like the thing I love about the 80s, right, is if I could go back in time to like a decade, I would love to go back to the 80s, but also the 70s as well, for real. But what I liked about the 80s is I felt like there was a lot of experimentation in terms of music, in terms of fashion, and everything. Movies back then, if you watch the 80s movies, everything was different, man. Like, you watch Spike Lee movies from way back then, you're like, damn, man. It's like, it just felt like things were more, there was more creativity. That's just how I feel. But yeah, Famzy, man, you're like, you think you're late. You are like, you're like an hour and 25 minutes late, man. God damn, and you're even black. What's wrong with you? I'm just joking, man. Not every black person is late, but this is just like a thing that we say, right? God damn it, man. Oh, man. Don't get offended, people. Don't get offended, man. Don't get offended. All right. George Stanford, he said yes. He said yes to what? Do you mean music? I'm assuming. Yeah. I don't want to call anything new these days music. I'm not saying every new track these days is crap. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, most of the tracks these days are just like, man. I would love to know what Prince would think of music today, or someone like Michael Jackson, or like Aretha Franklin. What would she like think of today's like artists? Like Lynn Collins. It's another one. Like Lynn Collins, man. Like, oh man, that girl. Because she used to be in James Brown's group. And you could see James Brown's influence in her music. And those beats, man, I mean, just like the grooves, man, like, this is the thing, like, back in the day, like, when you heard a track, it just started moving without even realizing, man. Like, you don't feel that anymore. That's not happening these days. That's what I'm saying, man. I sound like an old timer. My musical taste is very old. I can't help it because I love all that old stuff because it's all experimental. Famzy said, how long left? Probably maybe 10 minutes, and then we're done, man. And then we're done. This is probably the longest stream that I've done so far. We've gone from like cars to music, man. So we're just vibing. So George said, not sure until Rawkus decided to end the star. What do you mean, man? I am confused. What do you mean not sure until Rawkus decides to end the... Oh, you mean end the stream? Okay, I see what you mean. Star, I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna end in about maybe 5-10 minutes, right? Because I've been going on for like ages. Like my throat is so dry right now. I'm hungry as hell. Uh, been carrying on since 8. For real. Damn, real? Nah, 8:30, man. 8:30. Because I ain't been on for like 8 hours and stuff. So Mangaroti. That's a cool name, man. I want to know the story behind his name. Yeah, I am supercars spotters just like you. I'm a supercar spotter just like you. Spot them every summer in Monaco. And yeah, cool, man. And then he said, tell us what is your best spot you've ever had. Whoa. Damn, man. The best spot I've ever had. That is so crazy. The best spot I've ever had. You know what? I think the best spot I've had a few, but I can't remember them all. That's how crazy it is. Yes, I think when I was in Monaco, this is about 2 years ago, it was so crazy. Literally, I had a meeting at the top max bit with actually, as it happens with a watch brand. And on my way there with my friend Talk Chasers, because the night before we were looking for the Bugatti Chiron. That's when it first came out, because no one had seen a Chiron yet. So we were literally rushing from like our apartment to the meeting, and honest to God, like we heard this low rumble, and we thought, what the hell is that? And we turned and looked, and it's the first Bugatti Chiron in Monaco. So we were the first one to spot that. I just remember seeing that and chasing this thing with my camera still running, and chasing it to an underground car park. And when we got there, they said they closed the gate. They said you couldn't come in. But that was probably the most like crazy spot that I can remember that I've spotted. Definitely Bugatti Chiron when it first came out in Monaco. So that was pretty dope. But I've seen some pretty exotic things since then, I think. But that one stays in my memory quite a lot. Excuse me. Excuse moi. So Famzy is asking me, do I collect in diecast cars? Hell yeah, Famzy. I do. I have a 288 GTO here. I have a Countach as well. I have an Aston Martin DB7. Yeah, I do collect them. I think they're sick. I do want to get some more though. I need to get some more like up-to-date stuff. So I will be sorting that out when Corona is over. And Mango said, yeah, yeah, I am a supercar. Oh, I read that already. Yeah, so man, I think I pretty much read every comment here. By the way, if anyone's watching right now, please give this stream a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell button. And of course, share the stream as well, because the more people that are watching, the better for all of us, because that means that we get more interactivity, more questions asked, and more commenting and all kinds of stuff. If we get crazy commenting, I might need to get one of you guys to help moderate the comments as well, because right now it's manageable, but when it gets crazy. Fams, you said to show us. I've just shown you my diecast, man. There you go. Look, this is a 1/18th scale 288 GTO. It is so sick. You know, everything is like operational. Doors still open and stuff. And that interior is sick. I don't know if you guys can see, man. It's the other way, innit? So this is at 1/18th scale. Engine right there in the back as well. So I have this. I guess you want to see the DB7. Let me grab it quick. So this is the DB7. I got this DB7 because I did work experience in a garage, and I had to basically, it's the first Aston Martin that I ever saw, that I ever knew what it was, if you know what I mean. I remember opening the engine compartment and thinking, wow, that's what the engine looks like. Oh my gosh, it's a V12. Oh my, I was so excited. So yeah, that's why I bought this diecast, because it reminded me of that experience. It's a bit dusty, but yeah, this is my DB7, people. I love this car because it's the first, I guess, sports car I ever worked on. Yeah, that's why I have it. So yeah, the Countach, I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere in there, in the other part of my room. So yeah, there you go. See more of your comments. Albie, guess who's back? Albie's back. Yeah, Albie, I'm about to end the stream. I've been here like for almost like 2 hours and stuff. Gio Blanco, Damien Bravo, oh my God. Okay, Fam's official. I want a Maserati MC12. You want like a, yeah, that's, I guess you want a full-size car as well. Yeah, the MT-12 was pretty cool. I mean, there's a few cars that I definitely want to get add to my collection of diecast cars. I gotta get some Paganis up in there, man, because some Koenigsegg's up in there as well. I need to get me. Oh my God, it's so many. Oh, I gotta get the F40. Obviously, I haven't got that one. Gotta get me a LaFerrari. Yeah, there's just so many. I gotta get me Veneno for real. Oh, that car. Damn it. Yeah, there's so many I gotta get. Looks like DB7 has been abandoned for a couple of years. Yeah, the DB7 is a bit tight because I have that desk over there is normally where I work and stuff. So I've made like a makeshift desk here to do streaming from, but usually I run out of space, so I just accidentally threw it down there. But I do intend to like get a shelf like somewhere in here to keep all my diecast stuff on and stuff. Yeah, but I'll clean it tomorrow. It's dusty as hell, man. It's yeah, but it's not abandoned. It's just a little bit neglected. This one gets all the love. Oh my gosh, I would love this in blue because red is a bit tedious. So yeah, anyway, yeah, people, look. I think I'm going to end the stream, and I just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys for tuning in, for spending the like Saturday afternoon, like evening with me and Zoe up in here, and also Rokina out there as well, rocking the Rawkus t-shirt. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a stream tomorrow because tomorrow is obviously Easter, so I'll be like calling like a lot of families tomorrow here. I'm back in Zamunda and stuff. If I can, I'll do one like earlier in the day, maybe like around the afternoon or something. So I'll let you guys know on Instagram tomorrow what's going to happen. Jim said you laugh like a cartoon. Oh my God. Yeah, for real, man. It's like a... Oh, goddamn, man. I never heard that one before, man. You laugh like a cartoon. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Thanks again, everyone. Stay safe out there. And whether you celebrate Easter or not, I don't really, but it's like it's just a time to chill and eat, isn't it? And I guess like eat Easter eggs and stuff. And that's it. So take it easy, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Peace out, people. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go to Rawkus TV on Instagram and say hello over there. And also Rawkus Wear as well for all the merch stuff. That's my new account. I'm supposed to be ending the stream, but I'm going to end it right now. Okay, before I go, good. Sibyl Anankar said, good night, mate. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for watching. And I guess I'll see you on Instagram. I'm not going to forget. Oh my gosh. All right, take it easy, people. Peace out. Don't know why I'm doing this, but ow, just need to broke my finger there, man. Jesus Christ. Peace out. And research and listen to old hip hop. Trust me, you'll like it. And then let me know in the next stream what you listen to. All right, that's your homework. Peace out, people. Whoo.